Hello, welcome back everyone. So we'll be continue with our Flappy Bird game. So we were at this position. Let me play the video again. So we were at this stage. So in the today's video, we will be completing this game. So let's get started. So the one thing that we need to do now is to have control over our Flappy Bird. That is, we need to make it jump. So let's go to the Flappy, that is cat one. Okay, so we have two costumes over here. Okay, that would be helpful. Yes, now we need to make it jump. So let's create an event. So when flag is clicked, so and one thing is that we need to have a scoring system over here, right? So that we are able to monitor our scores as we play the game. So let's create that one. So go to data, make a variable, create a variable named score, click OK, and initially set the score to 0. Okay, and when the game starts, let's say I want my Flappy Bird to always start from this position. Okay, so go to the motion. So initially it will always go to this position and start. Now let's show ourselves, means it will show the sprite. Okay, so now I need to have control over this during the entire means period of this game. So for that I would need a forever loop, so that in order to have a continuous action. So now if I press say space, then it should jump. So let's, if I press W or say two keys, I will give two keys. If either of the keys are pressed, then we will jump. So let's get an if then block, if else block. So if else block, so if else block, we need an operator here, or. So since we are checking either of these conditions, so the first condition is that, so if key space is pressed and also another key, so say I'm taking W, if W is pressed or the space is pressed, it should jump. But we do not have any means a command that makes our means a sprite jump, that is automatically. So we need to create our own means a block that will own programs. So let's create it. So enter jump, go to more blocks, make a block, then create a jump option, jump block. So okay, and you need to define jump now. So for jumping action, what do we need? This is the flying costume. In the costumes part, you will see that you have two costumes over here. So you will have two costumes. One is this, it's a flat flying style, and one is jumping. So let's rename them. Let's name the first one to be fly and the second to be jump. Okay, easy till now, and it is easy. So now let's go to the costume. So when jump is pressed, we should move to the jump costume. So first step is that we move to the jump costume, switch costume to jump. Okay, so now what do you mean by jump? Jump means the change in y-axis, means it should move vertically. Vertical distance is y distance, so we need to move, change y. So change y, only changing y will not help, because we need a means jumping switch. So let's show you what happens if we place y. So y, let's make it 4 at a time. Okay, and then after that we need to go to the, we need to switch our costume to fly, because it cannot be always fly. So switch costume to fly. Yes, simple as that. Okay, we have defined our jump. So let's, if key is pressed, then we will jump. So let's place it here. So if key is not pressed, it should move, fall down. Fall down means that there is a decrease in y, so vertical distance is decrease. So go to motion and select change y by say -3. Negative means it is decreasing. So yeah, and let's see what our game is up. So now it's falling, right? So it's jumping, but we are not getting the jumping action, means it doesn't seem like it's jumping, like flapping. So for that you would need what, you would need to repeat this y step. So let's go to control and select the repeat option here and place it here. So now repeat, let's say 3. So now if you play the game, if you see, so it is means flapping. So for the flapping action you will need the repeat option. So you can see that our flapping cat can pass through our obstacles, so that should not happen, right? So let's make that happen. So we need to check this condition, so we need an if block. So let's check it. So we need to check if this is we need to check two conditions, that is if this is hitting our obstacle, or and also it should not hit the ground. So there are two conditions, therefore we need an OR operator, because either of these conditions must be true for that, for him to lose the game. So let's go ahead and sense the things. So first thing is this touching color, which will help in our ground. So let's select the color of our ground. And another sensing action is that touching. So if okay, something happened. Okay, okay, yeah. So touching, mouse pointer, drop down menu, select this sprite one option. If this happens, so our game should stop, right? So let's stop. Okay, get it? So let's see, it's happening. Yes, it's happening. Yes, it's happening perfectly fine. And I think yes, we are good with this. Let's see what happens if we pass, if we are able to pass through our, so if we are able to pass, we can, if we hit and we stop, if we are able to pass, means our score is not updated, so that should be changed. So go to the sprite, means our obstacles tab, and go to the scripts of that. So here this means that once this action is performed, this passes through, our cat passes through this. So if you we can update the score here, then it will be reflected. So let's say change score by 1 here. Okay, now let's check it out. So yes, okay, we hit, sorry, I'm not good at this game. So I think it should update. Yes, I updated my score perfectly. Yeah, it's working. So this is the game. So I would like you to go ahead and try this game. I'll be coming up with more games in the next videos. Please subscribe to, means get yourself updated with all my videos. So thank you.